raiding cliffs. So for this session, I'll be running Gunslinger with the following fragments: Singeing, Benevolence, Solace, Ashes, Searing, and Aspects on your mark with Knock 'em down. I'm using the new hand cannon and sidearm that came with the DLC this week, along with the Shrewd Survivor set with no mods on it, just because I just want to jump in the Crucible. So with no mods, no exotics, I'll just focus on gunplay and detailing out, describing what my thought process is behind each move or kill. So upon spawn, you can see that I can just tell that the enemy has a control of that area around the corner. A really good grenade is showing me that there's at least multiple enemies that way, right? And you can see Agent Iota going for the kill there, but in a 1v something situation, you're probably not going to win that. It's one down. See a barricade back there. I'm going to try to break the barricade. Looked at my radar real quick. There's a guy coming behind us. I'm going to get ready for that. But I'm going to get stopped from across the map. I hear gunshots on my left. I'm playing my cover. I know there's one back there, one here. There's two, three. Three on heavy, one around the corner. There's one around the corner. Trying not to lose this one. It's alright. I think at that point, you know, I got pushed into this hallway right here, and obviously the guy behind the staircase got me. Playing Clash is a lot different than playing Control, just because the objective type is different. You win by getting kills, not by capping points or by controlling the map. It's if it's a different play style, quite honestly, it's not my favorite play style, but that is okay. We have to adapt and play the game. I'm gonna stick to Agent right now just because I feel like they're high level and their armor makes me feel confident in their abilities. Yeah, I could see that guy behind me, but I was already committed to the fight in front of me. Okay, spawn. If we had team comms, I'd say that the best place to, you know, control in a clash would be this area right here, the Oculus. Just because heavy spawns here, and if we can control heavy, we can set the pace of the game. In Clash, multiple people can get heavy, which is great, because you can have like 4 rockets maybe. And right now, you can just tell they're spawn flipped, or at least they're split. One down. See team shots there. There's multiple, so I'm gonna try and time my grenade to match or at least coincide with the pickup time for heavy. I'm gonna throw my melee just to get some numbers. 1, 2, 3, throwing it out. I hit the barricade, but if there'd be no barricade, I'm sure I'd gotten at least a few hits on that. Let's try to break that barricade. Breaking barricades is a lot easier if you're shooting as a team. It's a lot more important to do that in smaller 3v3 situations, but for the purposes of Clash, you can also focus on breaking them. Let's see. There you are. Got that guy behind. I tried to save this guy, but there were, you know, we just bumped into each other. He's gonna pop there. Put some teams on that. I just looked at my radar right now. I can see that the enemies are still spawning back in that rock. So right now we're in cave. We can keep an eye on this hall right here, on this corner. Sometimes players will sneak around and go up there and, you know, come back and try to pinch you from behind. But don't let them enter this part of Cave and Oculus. This is just an access point to both of parts of the map. So if you can block this off, or at least control it in some way, you have secured some sort of map control that will just assist you in winning the game and getting more kills. Oh, keep in mind, this is my first game of Crucible this week. I haven't played since the last upload. So I'm also a little bit rusty, but that's not an excuse, just a little context. So I got some hits that way. I'm going to try and hunt the player that I hit with that knife, since I know I have that information. Agent seems to be fighting someone there with the lightsaber, so I'm going to... There's two of them. I'm going to back up, but I have a teammate in my radar. I think they got teammate too. Yeah, so I originally backed up thinking that I was alone. Once I saw that I had a teammate, a blueberry or a blue dot on my radar, I decided to circle back and try to help. But by that point, the enemy team was already in formation and took both of us down. So I could have just ran away in hindsight. That's 3 guys behind that block. And we have 3 people here, but I'm looking at this guy's inventory. It doesn't seem like they have long-range capabilities, and neither do I. I have a hand cannon, so that is why I kind of didn't slide up. I just kind of waited and let them play it out. There's 2 teammates right here with hand cannons. We're not going to win this fight. I'm just going to leave it. Because, yeah, they're dead now. Hand cannon, maybe we can win that. We know this guy chasing us behind, so we're going to turn around. We lost that one. Waiting for the rest. Okay. I would just say keep an eye out for whatever your team is running in terms of weapons and abilities. That'll just help you make smarter decisions as well. Like in that moment where I saw my teammates having 2 hand cannons trying to challenge 3 pulse rifles, that was a very easy choice for me to not push up and help them out. Here I'm gonna do it just because it seems like there's just one guy, and there was. That I think is better odds of winning a fight than trying to fight 3 pulse rifles from a distance with hand cannons. So just literally just look at what your teammates are running. If you see them running a hand cannon, then adjust the prop accordingly. If you see them running snipers or a shotgun or a fusion rifle, adjust appropriately. Or accordingly, sorry. So when you see a super... Okay, that guy just popped a super. That's fine. When you see a super coming at you, you have 2 to 3 options. You can run, you can fight, or you can just stand still and do nothing. They're all valid reactions. But if I could recommend you something, it'd be to just fight in some cases. Or at least make better decisions as to when to fight or run. Hopefully someone else can pop a super and show us what that looks like. So I can show it, but I don't think so. Oh my god. This sniper's really good. There we go. A lot easier to do it close range than long range. I also had more information about that guy than I did the other people. The other people I just kind of saw the radar and kind of looked. This one I kind of saw him before he went into cover. And I had time to prepare and adjust my shot. So, just a quick tip for dealing with snipers. Here I just won that 1v1, or I just won my gunfight, so I'm going to play around the corner and just get my health back. There's no need for me to push up while I am weak. And as you saw, that guy knew that I was healing around the corner. And usually what people will do is stand right here or close within like a few feet. And a good grenade will make you fall back. So just as a rule of thumb, I would just take like a few more steps back, usually when you take cover. Just to ensure that any follow-up grenades don't kill you. Or at least damage you severely. Okay, it's 50 seconds until the game's over, 75-61. I'm going to just try a little bit harder to win this game. Oh, there's a heavy right there. I didn't see him. I heard there was a heavy or a super that got popped. I just didn't pay attention to where it was coming from. That's why I just ran into it. And the stakes are lower in Clash and these type of game modes, but if you're trying to improve, don't be too hard on yourself in these type of game modes. Make those mistakes, try and challenge the crazy fights, work on consistency. That was just reaction right there. Where are you? There you are. I think that's it. Yeah. Golden Gun really benefits from fast reflexes, so if you're someone with very slow reflexes, I wouldn't recommend that super for you. Coming up? No? Alright. And that's the first game of this session. Let's look at the breakdown. 3.3, 9 damage, okay. Longest chain. Opponents defeated 0. I guess it's 30, but cool.